We are told the future of technology will be ethical, trustworthy, safe, accountable. But behind every promise of responsible AI sits a deeper story. A story about power, a story about identity, a story about control. This is not a video just about AI. This is also a video about everything around it. What really is AI ethics? AI ethics is everywhere. Governments publish principles. Corporations publish commitments. International bodies publish guidelines. But most of it is voluntary, non-binding, soft law, a simulation of safety, the UNESCO AI Ethics Recommendation, the OECD AI Principles, ISO 42001, the EU's Trustworthy AI Guidelines. All important, all useful, none of them enforceable, none of them stop the real harms. They describe values. They do not control power. Digital ethics versus AI ethics. Digital ethics is broad. It covers privacy, human rights, identity, financial autonomy, information freedoms. AI ethics is narrower: data, models, design, deployment. But today the term AI ethics is used as a catch-all. It hides bigger issues: state surveillance, corporate monopoly, financial control, digital identity, censorship, and overreach. AI ethics is too broad and too vague. It needs subdomains. AI ethics is subdomains design ethics. Who decides what is built? Who is in the room? Who is not? Data ethics. Skewed samples, weird datasets, cultural erasure, biased labels, global south extraction. Model ethics. Shortcut learning, hidden correlations, opaque reasoning, explainability failures, development ethics, gig workers, ghost workers, trauma reviewers, massive energy use, environmental cost, deployment ethics, hiring algorithms, predictive policing, credit scoring, welfare profiling, border AI, societal ethics, job losses, labor exploitation, cultural homogenization, democratic erosion, rights and governance ethics, digital identity, CBDCs, censorship, financial control, government overreach. This is what AI ethics should mean. Hard law versus soft ethics. Now the hard law. The EU AI Act, the first broad binding AI regulation. It bans some practices. It regulates high-risk systems. It demands documentation, oversight, and risk management. Penalties reach 7% of global turnover. But companies classify their own systems first. They decide whether they are high risk. They can downplay, fragment, relabel, and enforcement depends on regulators who may not have enough resources. GDPR still rules personal data. The Digital Services Act regulates platform risks. The UK Online Safety Act pushes proactive takedowns. AI sits inside all of these laws, but none of them address the system as a whole. The world, according to Data AI, does not learn the world. It learns data, and the data is skewed. Western-centered, English-dominant, industrialized, online, filtered, faces, dialects, names, traditions, beliefs. Millions of people are missing or misrepresented. Curation creates bias. Labelers decide what counts as hate, what counts as extremism, what counts as misinformation. Optimization amplifies bias. Activation functions compress nuance. Gradient descent prioritizes prediction over justice. Models latch onto shortcuts, and no one can fully explain billions of parameters. This is not intelligence. It is a statistical mirror of selective data. The hidden human cost. AI looks clean on the surface, but underneath, the labor is messy. Ghost workers filter violent content to protect the models. Low-paid labelers shape morality one annotation at a time. Data cleaners decide the boundaries of truth. Meanwhile, training giant models emits huge amounts of carbon. GPU fields consume electricity like small nations, and automation threatens millions of jobs. Ethics frameworks barely address any of this, because it is easier to adjust a fairness metric than confront global inequality. Profiling, digital ID, and the new control stack. This is where everything converges. First, surveillance capitalism. Platforms build prediction profiles from every click and movement. These profiles influence ads, prices, opportunities, even beliefs. Then, digital identity. One ID linking banking, healthcare, benefits, travel, and online access. Convenient, but risky. Then, central bank digital currencies, programmable money, trackable money, potentially restricted money, money that can expire, money with built-in penalties, money tied to identity. Combine digital ID with CBDCs and AI-driven risk scoring, and financial autonomy becomes conditional. Add in bail-in laws, Cyprus, the EU Banking Resolution Directive, Canada, Australia, the UK. When banks fail, depositors can be forced to absorb losses. Now imagine these frameworks operating with AI monitoring, real-time behavioral analysis, automated suspicion scores, dynamic financial restrictions. Policing, borders, and collusion AI is now used in predictive policing, gang databases, migration risk scoring, public order forecasting, facial recognition, and sentiment analysis. These tools often replicate old discrimination in new automated forms, and governments depend on big tech for cloud services, analytics, and identity systems. When the regulator depends on the corporation it must regulate, oversight collapses. Lines blur. Accountability dissolves. This is where soft ethics is silent, because the real issue is power, and ethics without power is theater. The real problem: AI is not the threat. AI is the amplifier. The real danger comes from governments that centralize authority, corporations that centralize data, banks that centralize money, platforms that centralize communication, regulators without teeth, ethics boards without power, developers without constraints, systems without accountability. AI ethics tries to fix symptoms, but the disease is structural. Until we address this architecture, AI ethics will remain a simulation of safety. Conclusion: we need real digital ethics, real governance, real human rights protections, real democratic oversight, real limits on financial and state power. Because the real question is not, is our AI ethical? The real question is, who does the system serve? And who does it control?